So rating is on an okay level. Definitely on a downward trend. I hope we're ending this downward trend right now, right here. This is a 1, 2. It's a 3, and I have good possibilities to make at least a 4 on the upwards end of it. And potentially even a 5 if everything goes well. 11-bit. I'm gonna play for set as per usual. And that is not the smartest idea to just lead an 8 right out of the gate. I could have lost my king there, especially with this particular distribution. If someone else had let... Actually not, because I'm behind her, but in theory. Okay, the diamond seems to be the suit. Let's see who... Okay, he's out of it. And we can count. Now we have 8 spades left, among them 3. Which I count by... Yeah, you start counting from 13 downwards, because that's how many cards it starts with. I subtract my 4, so I count the 9 spades that are among the 3 other people, and every time a spade of them is played, I subtract that spade from the count. I think it's time to cut spades. I like my hearts. I have a boss diamond. I think it's time to cut spades, so... Oh. Okay. Well. We just have to make sure we win points here. And this queen card is a bit on the impatient side for sure. Because the queen was already boss, but okay, we make our bid as well. Looks all but certain right now. I kind of enjoy that. Well, it just makes the game simpler. The fact that we don't have to super worry about backs right now. Oops, if he has the jack with... Okay. No, I already had my back anyway. Okay. I think I can bid 3 here. It's kind of dicey, honestly. First position is not necessarily where we should bid our king in a suit of 5. That's always a... Wait. I have the thing, I have the 5-5, but now it's a weird thing. I guess I will bleed out of... I don't see that much benefit of bleeding out my spades personally, because the high spades are out there regardless. And where I should get better is now realizing the other 2 people have more diamonds, the other 3 people actually. He bids jack, okay. He's pretty happy with his heart here. Of course I will win this point, and I think the club is what he was avoiding. Let's see how strong he is in clubs. Okay. Yeah, he does want to... This is unfortunate. And the very unfortunate thing about this is also... Oh, this was so stupid by me. Oh no. Oh. Okay, sorry. Like, yeah, I made a super stupid mistake. This also happens when I talk. Like, I should have played the 3, of course, and let him in the lead. I wish I could apologize to my teammate. Ah, yeah. Yeah, talking doesn't make this challenge much easier. But well, at least people get to see mistakes and are able to learn from them. Yeah, I should have definitely... The reasoning behind that, obviously, is that if he stays in the lead and nobody can play spades yet, the upside of that is that he will have to play a suit other than spades. Okay. Doesn't really matter, the 2 of spades here. Oh, beautiful. We managed it anyway, luckily, because I messed up big time. But I managed to get... So let's see how good my P is then. Well, actually nobody's ranked that high. He's ranked higher than me right now. Actually, if people are watching this, you know, I would really appreciate your opinions on whether you bid and in what situations you bid kings and suits of 5. I think it's like at least 60% of a point. But always depends how. Oh no, is he giving up already? Oh no. Speed was done by Hart, you know, his teammate. I guess I will bid 3 here. Like, the reasoning behind that is the table is underbid. I don't know what's going on. The problem with overbidding, what I would usually bid in a situation like this, is that I tend to try to maximize my points, and I tend to ironically get more bags than I should get. So that's why I played the 10 in this case, which in turn is also risky if they are very awake to getting set. We actually only have 2 bags, so yeah. So I think Watson is out of clubs, yeah. Okay. So it's hard if you can't judge the opponents. Well, that's onion. Actually, it's looking pretty bad right now for us. Oh, unlucky. Man. I mean, of course, those are the mistakes that I'm buying on. But if he had paid any more attention, he could have just set us. And now, like, that's why I shouldn't overbid like that against very capable opponents. But, yeah, I mean, had you played your 5, if I remember correctly, had he played his 5 and then his king, then he would have set us. So, okay. I think I get away with 2. I could almost bid 3. Nah. I mean, this is almost a 3 because I have 2 queens and sword suits and also 2 of the ace queens. I think I could bid that 3 in other situations. Also, I bid the potential rough and hearts. This is a weirdly underbid table. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know who's doing the underbidding, but somebody is doing it. I don't want points here. I don't want to be the team that gets back behind. Now the king doesn't bite. That's unfortunate. Can I get the lead away from me with the last? Like the previous table bit was 9 and this one is also 9. That's pretty extreme actually. I don't think there's clubs out there necessarily anymore. Just we have to be really careful now to especially what I see a bit in my teammate. We have to be very careful now not to go too much in that direction and just drop all our points. I see that a bit in my teammate is just dropping his points left, right and center. And I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. He reminds me of that guy who got set on the template. So yeah. Well, I'm not a big fan of how my teammate is playing this. I wish he had just bid a bit higher rather than throw off all of his cards. Like, yeah. So, yeah, I looked at it in hindsight. My partner had ace, queen, 10, 3, 2 of spades. So 5 spades with ace, queen and 10 being the highest. There's a lot I could say about this, but you have to keep in mind the mode spades that everyone has is 3. So every spade that you have beyond that, it's often hard to avoid even winning a trick with that. That's why you saw my partner already throwing away his spade on the first cut in that the opponent did. And I'm talking about the 3 and the 2 here. You know, you can't avoid winning points with your lowest spade. Additionally, if you have the ace, queen, and even the 10 as a backup, you can win 2 points with that in the regular play of the spade suit. So it was an interesting underbid. I want to remind people, if they bid their hand regularly and go for the set, the point differential gained by the set would be just as much as the one gained by bagging the opponents out, if not more. And also, it has certain strategic advantages to leave people hanging at like around 7, 8, 9 bags in the late game, where they have to be very cautious how they bid and they have to potentially overbid their hand and make it easier for us to set them. So at this score specifically, there's really not much speaking for to rush in and try to bag them out very quickly. Well, this time we got 3 bags. Last time they got 3 bags. I don't know. That's okay. I think I have to bid 1. Just he had bid 2. If there was the opportunity for them to win the game, I could think about the nil bid. But in this case, I'm just gonna play to, okay. I'm just gonna play 2 wins. I'm not incentivized to lead spades right now. I'm always tempted because he can cut in, he can get cutting books, but those might not necessarily, if he has long spades, if he has a lot of spade suits, those might not necessarily come into play. I can play this here. Doesn't matter if I play the tin, he's incentivized either way to play his highest, and this way I at least still have a bit of a stronger spade left. Yeah, I mean, I hope my teammate knows what he's doing, because I got my trick and he has nothing right now. You have to win everything now. And I think we might be set here. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think we might be set, but we will see. set. Yeah, like, okay, this is once again, I said that before, and I will say that again, like, just because it's the last hand and you're tempted to bid, you're tempted to bid to the ending point, to 250 in this case. It doesn't mean you have to overbid, because if we get set, it's exactly the opposite. I thought for a while as well that is how it goes, but yeah, my teammate, okay, I don't know if that was the right timing for that, but we are very short on spades. We might get rid of a lot of hearts if we play it right, but yeah, we have to play it right, because they are loaded in hearts. When the next heart comes out, I know. Yeah, they just had 2 bad nails now, so I just want to make sure I get my bid now. Actually, I already have my bid, so I'm not sure what to do. My teammate tends to get set in situations where he shouldn't get set, so I'm just seeing what happens and trying to get extra books. Yeah, my teammate definitely can't complain if. So I have the ace. I hope I don't drop him off his high spades again. Okay, he's out. Well, yeah, good game. Fair enough. Earlier he was a bit, but it was a genuine mistake. So he was right to call me out on it. But okay, now we get some bags. So yeah, I lost trust a bit in him after last hand, and that's why we get 2 extra bags here. It is still a very open game. 1, 2, 3. I bid last, which is a nice position to bid at. There's a rule: if you're afraid of bags and have to worry about nothing else, you should bid the bags plus 4 maximum, so maximum 11. Yeah, this is the perfect bid, because if we back out, we set them. So I have to bid till 11. This is something that I just learned recently, and that I still. Okay. I hope my partner appreciates that we can play aggressive now if we want to. Because he's just throwing his kings away right now. And left-hand opponent knows that I do finesse, so it's actually dumb that I yeah, and I don't think the AI underleads a king, so but this was an interesting point. I bet someone is out of something. Yeah, left-hand opponents plays 3rd hand high, so respect to him for that. Yeah, nice. And it's also nice that I know I can play aggressive now. In theory, I should still. Yeah. I don't know. I could. Nice one. I mean, you know, like that's what I like. Like I think if you like, if you go around and criticize people, then that's fine, but you also have to balance that with being nice. So but they could still set us actually. Yeah, if they have ace king now, I'm done. Oops. Oh no. This was stupid. Ah, so stupid. How did that happen? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna focus a bit more. I have a 2 here. Okay, now I get the no way brigade. Sorry, I'm recording. I have to talk as well. Ideally, these streams would be like, I would record it afterwards, but you know, that's also takes more time. And I enjoy it like this, where I can, this is a 10-bit again, interesting. Yeah, but I kind of, the thing is, yeah, like the thing about the last hand is, my partner was complaining, but he also didn't recognize the situation fully. He tried to exactly hit the bit, and through that, oops. Okay. Oh, that might have been a mistake by him. Yeah, someone's gonna boot him. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna have to finish this game by myself. Oops, that's unfortunate. I hope he still has a spade. No. Okay, we got 2 bags. I think the goal here is to set him. Yeah, the goal here might be to set him. Oh shit. So now we can hope that the 6-bidder still has some, yeah, some spades left. Okay. Well, okay. I'm happy I saved it. I made a few mistakes. I think I'm just a bit distracted by talking, but I'm happy I managed to clinch it. It was a really good game, and it's always a nice feeling when you manage to survive with 9 bags at the end. To be fair as well, I ended up playing against 2 computers at the end, but well, and my poor partner at least didn't suffer from getting minus points. Thanks for watching. Stay focused and yeah, see you next time.